Hello everyone and welcome to 4J Media Live for this April 4th edition. Today we're going to talk about how to get started with GitHub. So thanks for joining me and let's get right into the content here and talk about how to get started with GitHub. So I'm going to go over to my browser here. I'm using Firefox Developer Edition. You're free to use whatever browser you want. I'm going to go to google.com, which I'm already at. I'm going to type in GitHub in the search bar. And the very first search result here, the world's leading software development platform, GitHub. So before I go in there, let's talk about what is GitHub. Okay. Basically, GitHub is a web-based hosting service for version control using Git. It mostly is used for computer code. It offers all the distributed version control and source code management functionality of Git, as well as adding its own features. So what it does is, think of GitHub as a hub for your code. So when you build a project, you push it to GitHub. And when you push it to GitHub, it backs everything up there. And then when you're done, you pull it back down to your machine so you can work on the code. And then when you're done, you push it back to the website. So that way you don't have to save your code locally on your computer. If you have problems with a hard drive crashing or whatever, this is a way to back up your stuff and keep it safe somewhere. If you're spending hours upon months, upon years building a project, you do not want to lose your stuff. Trust me. I've been working for a company in Florida for about 2 years, and I have over 100 gigs of code that I've built through all the websites that I have with them. And so, trust me, if I lost all that, it would not be good. So GitHub is a great way to back up all the code that you're working on. So I'm going to give you a little tour of GitHub right now, because remember, this webinar is about getting started with GitHub. It's not really about how to use it. It's more just to give you an introduction so that you have a good understanding of it. So let's go to the world's leading software development platform, GitHub. So when I click on that and I go in here, I'm already logged in. So you would need to get an account set up. So I'm going to log out, and this is how you can get an account set up. When you click on github.com, or you go to github.com, you can sign in here and you can sign up there. So if you don't have an account, you can sign up there. So let me sign in here with my account. So right over here on the left-hand side, we have repositories. So think of these as little storage units or sections for each project that you have. Okay. Pull requests. I haven't had any in a while, but you can assign, you can do mention, and you can review requests. So the nice thing about this is when you do a project, okay, let me show you an example here. When I go into Team Arnold, okay, I can write notes right here. Okay, so this is a README file. You can also write a new issue, and then it will show you the pull request, projects, wiki, and insights, okay? And all these features are fantastic because this is where the code is. So whatever you pull from your computer or push to GitHub, this will be here, and you can clone or download it. So if you clone it, you're going to download it here. But if you're using Git Bash or Terminal, Git Bash being used for Windows OS, and Terminal being used for Linux, and then iTerm is used for Mac. What it does is it gives you the ability to go into command line, type out a code, or a line of code, or a command, sorry, not a line of code, but type out a command, type in git pull, and then this, let's say git pull Team Arnold, okay? Then we'd pull all that content down to our, excuse me, our website, not our website, our computer, and you would be able to work from there, okay? So it's, like I said, this is a very good service to use. And the other nice thing about issues, okay, so if I put issue in here, let's just look at this real quick. Okay, so I can write an issue here. So let's say code doesn't work. Please help with comments. Something like that. Now, what you can do is submit a new issue. It's going to pop up here. And if you're collaborating with someone else, they can go in and they can look at it and they can collaborate and they can add to that and say, okay, what code do you need? And then you can go back and forth and kind of figure out what's going on with the problem. Okay, so that's really this is what GitHub is all about. It's collaboration and it's storage for your code, so that you don't lose your projects. If something were to happen, let's say your computer gets hit by lightning and you can't recover any of your files, but all your projects were there, then it's gone. So you got to have it somewhere where it's backed up numerous times and it's protected so that you can protect your stuff. Okay, so that's GitHub. That's the basics on how to get started with GitHub. I'm going to have more videos about GitHub, so this won't be the only one, but this is just to get started. And tomorrow what I'm going to be talking about is Git Bash. And I'll actually show you some of the commands that you can use to pull content from GitHub. And we're going to be using the same example tomorrow. So I hope you come back and see me tomorrow. I'll have a live webcast of that. And then I'll have replays and an archive of it as well, so you can check it out anytime. All right, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.